Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. We're going to give double honors to our elder apostles of GMS, who's worthy of double honors and who's worthy to rule, who's ruling well with the camps of GMS. We want to give also a hearty salutations to you, Akim, that's out there serving, risking your lives, man, for the love of the gospel, out on the four corners of the earth, all right, preaching this truth. And also to you, sincere Aqua, that's listening humbly. And may Yahushua bless your hands, whatever you may find your hands to do. This is Hashem Yayashala, my two sons.
God, Shamaria.
And Gabaria.
God, GMS Indiana.
God.
All right, coming at you with another sit down. All right, the topic of this sit down is going to be more so on the topic of being more rejected than accepted. All right, because when you come to this truth, you get the knowledge, you get the infinite amount of knowledge of the world, right? Not all at once, but you get the knowledge of all the ancient. You know, goodbye, your fro. But no, you get the knowledge of all the ancient, right? So that could cause you to puff up. You know, it may lead certain people to believe that you're going to get liked, because in this world, people of a high stature of knowledge gets accepted. All right, they're marveled at. All right, they're looked at, ooh and ah. Yeah. You know, they get praised. But you gotta understand what knowledge you're coming into, because you did not obtain the knowledge of this world. All right, you obtained the knowledge of all the world. You get what I'm saying? You didn't obtain the knowledge of this life and this system and what's the word I'm looking for? Society. Salakia. Right. You didn't obtain the knowledge of the society, but you obtained the knowledge of the universe. All right. And I'm not saying, so to speak, you literally obtained the knowledge of the universe. All right. So when you come into this truth, you're gonna think that people are gonna like you. Yeah. Actually, me personally, have a personal testimony. When I first came into the truth, I was ashamed of it because I knew that people were going to disagree with it, and I didn't know how to combat that. So I as a counter effect, I got ashamed. I didn't want people to see me, the people that I went to school with, to see me on the highways and byways, because I didn't know how to combat them.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing too, because you know why? Because the scriptures asked it out, and the scriptures are beautiful, man. Because the scriptures said, because what you were suffering is a spirit that jumped on him to be ashamed.
Yeah.
All right, and the scripture said, if you can get that son ashamed, being ashamed of the, you know what I said?
He was offended at me.
No, it actually says it's ashamed of the gospel. But really, because that's the spirit of shame, man. Because it's nothing to be ashamed about this truth. Because we actually, because he said, "What I set forth my prophets."
Where is it? The New Testament, Old Testament?
It's a New Testament. He said, "I set forth my prophets as a spectacle, man." All right, and we're actually out here. You got it?
Yeah.
Let me see. Read.
This is Romans 1:16. It says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Mashiach, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek."
That's one, but I think it's another one.
It's two more. I put it in shame.
Okay. All right. Read the next one.
1 Thessalonians 2:2. It says, "But even after that, we had suffered before, and were shamefully entreated, as ye know, at Philippi, we were bold in our God to speak unto you the gospel."
It's the other. It's another. It's saying being ashamed. He who was ashamed. It says he who offended me.
Yeah, he who offended me. Be not therefore
You got
ashamed
it.
of the
Yeah, I got
testimony
it.
of the Lord.
This is Luke chapter 9, verse 26.
I think that's it.
It says, "For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed.
That's it. That's it. Beautiful.
When he shall come in his own glory and in his Father and of the holy angels."
Because there's nothing to be ashamed about in this truth, man. All right, because okay, like my son said, we didn't obtain this truth on our own will, on our own means, man. We seen the elders, like I said, via 2006 or 2007, and when I seen it, I gravitated, and I was intrigued, And I was like, man, you know, who is these men teaching the scriptures, man, and rebuking? They was rebuking in the gate, and I had never seen nothing like that. So when I got it, I gravitated to it. I told my son that came to live with me. It was all spiritual. My son came to live with me. He was 13, I think he was just turning 13. I played straight away. He did something to make me kind of angry, and I said, hey, look here, man. Slammed the book on the desk. I say, look, man, this is the truth. Blah blah blah. And you ain't gonna get it. You know, he can tell it to you better. And he got it. And we both ministered to my other son. And he got it and stumbled a little bit, but he came back through the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And the Spirit jumped on him even heavier the second go round, man. Okay? So it's nothing to be ashamed about, because like he said, we have the knowledge of the universe, man. You know, this is I mean, hey, you know, this is the knowledge of how everything wisdom is solid. Go ahead, because scripture's jumping off my head. Go, yeah.
Wisdom bring it to a kingdom.
Yeah. Let me.
Thrones and skeptics.
But
I was thinking about angels, man. The angels, the mighty ones of the Lord, man, desire to look into this knowledge.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So this knowledge is something to behold. You know, this knowledge is what everyone on the planet Earth wants, man.
That's right.
Even though they don't know that they want it spiritually, their spirit is hungering for this knowledge, but they can't get it because the Lord has not opened it to them.
That's right.
So if the Lord has found you, all right, to have your mind understand this knowledge, then you should really have a healthy sense of pride. All right.
Yeah.
Apostle Gabar made a video saying trash of the Israelite world. He said it's okay to have pride, but an unhealthy sense of pride is when you boast yourself. But a healthy sense of pride is caring about the work that you do. It's actually the meaning of healthy pride is dignity. Have some dignity.
Yeah.
Have some honor. Be respectable. You know.
Yeah. Hey,
integrity.
When you be integrity, man. Because when you do a work, it's basically almost like your signature. It's your signature on there. Hey, when you do something and you leave it, people are gonna intrigue about it. They're gonna inquire about it. Hey, man, who did that? Man, that was a nice job. And then as the person, oh yeah, I seen that guy over there working on it. You know, and guess that's almost a staple point in doing business. You can get other business from doing good jobs.
Yep.
Okay.
And we handling the Lord's money.
That's right.
Know? So,
that's right.
And because of that, can you get that?
Yeah, I got something right before that. Okay, this is Matthew. Yeah, this is Matthew 21 and 42. He said, Yahushua said unto them, did ye never read? He was talking to his disciples. Did ye never read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected, the same is become the head of the corner? This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. All right. So yeah, man. So Yahushua was gonna be rejected, man. Instead of being praised, he was rejected of his own. And the scripture that was prophecy. He said he would be rejected of his own.
His own people, man.
His own people. That's right.
The chiefs of the nation of Israel, man. The chief Pharisees, rejected him.
That's
right.
right.
Boondocks. If you ever watched the show Boondocks, the opening theme song said the stone that the builder refused.
It sure did.
That was Yahushua.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Okay, this is 1 John 2 and 14. He said, I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, younger men, because ye are strong, and the word of the power abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one.
We have overcome the wicked one. All right, now that's something to look forward to. These are things to encourage you. If that shame demon hops on you, these are things to encourage you to uplift that. All right, of course, fasting and praying. All right, doing things righteous, but actually hearing the word, man. It says faith comes by hearing. I had to hear this word. I had to believe in it to actually get that demon up off me, man. I had to lose everything to realize what was important to me.
Damn, something just popped up in my head. Also, because another reason why that demon to pop up in you, because you care for the things of the world.
That's right.
All right, because you care what people actually think.
That's right.
Which when you come into this thing, you actually shedding a lot of the old man off. And that's gonna be part of what you shed off. You get the teaching enough or going out there enough, you would be like, man, fuck the world, man.
That's right.
What's more important, man? You out here doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua first. Second, you're waking up and you actually, that's showing love, man.
That's right.
We actually out there showing love, more love than the world. Because like I said, the world don't know love, man. The world has a philosophy of love, because Esau hid everything because he doesn't have this knowledge. He can, matter of fact, that's our next video. We're gonna do a video on this Edomite, because they're prophets, but they're prophets from the left hand side, which makes them false prophets. Now, they got down packed on what's about to happen and everything, the collapse of their government. They got all of that down packed. But we actually witnessed the guy quoting scriptures and said we're gonna have to turn this thing around. We gotta try to stop prophecy. Me and my son busted all out. We was like, what the fuck? What you say? You can't. And see, that's the perversion of Esau. He actually thinks that you can pray. You can't. It's things in the scriptures, man. We know you can't pray away. You think prophecy is gonna happen.
That's right.
Okay. Only thing we pray for is that and that's in the scripture. The Lord is gonna comfort those who doing His will. Esau can't do the Lord's will. So yes, he would say something perverted like, we gotta pray this prophecy away.
Esau
Because he was rejected. He was a stone that was rejected.
Esau can do the Lord's will, but he just
Right.
does it on the left hand side. He can't do the right hand side.
Well, he's like he wasn't the stone that was rejected. He was the vessel that was rejected. What is it saying? Romans 9.
Yeah.
He was the vessel for
Meant for dishonor.
Yeah, made for dishonor, man. So that's what you were made for. That was your life.
One of the before he became an apostle, one of the apostles tried to come against prophecy, man. The Lord called him Satan. He said, get from me, Satan. Because he said, he said, thou shalt not surely die.
Yeah,
and he said,
his own.
Get from me, Satan.
He said, get behind me.
Yeah, get behind me,
Get
Satan.
behind
Because he said
Satan, yeah.
he called him Satan because he was an adversary, man. If you're trying to come against prophecy, you're trying to come against Yahushua.
All right, exactly.
Yeah.
You didn't finish. You didn't get verse 15 yet.
Yeah, okay. This is all right, verse 15. He said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
That's right.
Yep. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Man,
Now,
just mentioned that.
Remember when it said, because I write to you, fathers, because you have known of him from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I write to you, young men, because you are strong. All right, it says, because you have overcome the wicked one. All of these things is how you overcome the wicked one, you know? It says what? It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh, and go on and so forth. You must overcome all of that to overcome the wicked one.
That's
Which
right.
first is this flesh.
Right.
The wicked one meaning Esau, Edom, of course, that's the wicked one, in flesh and blood. But yourself is also the wicked one, man.
That's right.
Yeah, you are your own worst enemy.
Yep.
You have to overcome the want of your own self, man.
Yeah, we used to say that back in back a few years back. We said there's always 5 things that's always gonna be against you. Of your woman, your family, Esau. What was it? Your woman, your family, this world, Esau, and your own flesh.
That's
all right.
right.
Those are the 5 main things that's gonna be, compact all, and it's all gonna be against the spirit. Really.
That's right.
The spirit that dwell upon you, that wants to push. Wants to push this world. That wants to push this world.
5 categories. Let's sit down. 5 categories is always gonna be against the
It's
spirit.
gonna be against you, right? Yeah, you know it, and that's Ezekiel about the eat the whole roll, because once you put it in your mouth, it's sweet. So and when it hits your stomach, it's bitter. That bitterness is that you're gonna be rejected. Okay, because and all brothers went through it. When I got this thing, man, I was calling everybody. I said, man, what's up, man? Man, you ever heard of the Israelites? I said, man, we know the Israelites, and people was like, they was, oh yeah. He was talking about my church. I'm like, and I said, what church you go to? I ain't never heard no church talk about this. And I would be telling them, and I went everywhere telling people, and they wasn't getting it. And I couldn't understand why. I'm scratching my head like, damn, what the hell? And I came in this thing with my nephew.
But it's crazy because once you go on YouTube They're like most people will think of this as another belief. You know,
Yeah.
they just look at it as another belief.
Another doctrine,
But
yeah.
once you type it in, Hebrew Israelites, you have all these videos of people like that never touched on no other doctrine. They never touched on Buddha. They never touched on Muslim. They never touched on no other doctrine. But yet you'll see this finally addressing the Hebrew Israelites.
Mhm.
You know, you'll go down like multiple people. I will see that always talks about Christian and always be talking about Christian in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You go all throughout the whole entire video, they don't address no other people. They don't address the Baptists. They don't address the Methodists, the
Right.
7-day event. They don't address no other doctrine. But yet they said finally addressing the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
My thoughts on the Hebrew Israelites.
That's right.
Such about the Hebrew Israelites. Why does this Hebrew Israelite thing has to draw people to make them make? Oh, I got to make a video about this,
Right.
because something we're saying is getting to you people.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
that we're saying that the Muslim, that the 7-day Adventists, that the Bastards, even Christians. Something that these people are, something that we're saying is getting up under your skin. All right, that just shows you that the Lord is moving, man.
Right.
You know, it shows you that we actually have the truth. Because what if it wasn't true? If it wasn't like if it was just a non-other belief? Because one everybody got that one cousin like, yeah, but hey, I'm a Muslim. You always like, okay, all right, he a Muslim. You kind of like brush him off and he let him do his own thing. You really don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
But when you become a Hebrew Israelite, you get around your family. They always want to talk about the Bible.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't even want to talk about what you believe in around it. But but like I had my grandma one time. I'm completely cool, calm, and collected. Talking to grandma, yeah, grandma, I'm doing this. I got a job and everything. Out of nowhere, why you talk to them people outside like that? I'm like, grandma, I didn't say nothing about the Bible. I had nothing to say nothing about, because we're actually what we're saying, because it's the truth. The truth actually hurts. That's why I say you can't handle the truth because the truth hurts. That's the Hebrew Israelite thing is where it's at, man.
Yeah.
All right, it's where, because it's actually the truth and it gets up under people's skin.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like an addiction that they try to refuse, but
Yeah.
an addiction you constantly keep coming back to it,
Yeah.
keep them back to it.
Yeah.
You know?
And also the scripture says, Yahushua said, I came not to do away with the law, but to fulfill it.
Yeah.
And that's a fulfilling of the law, man, that our people gonna come against it, because that was the fulfilling of the law when he told his disciples, was they were marveling because people were they were against Yahushua.
And that statement right there, I came to fulfill the law, just shows you that he was mentioned through what? The Old Testament.
That's
What
right.
was he coming to fulfill if he was
Yeah.
not mentioned through the Old Testament?
Yeah.
Fulfill is bringing something to its
To
fullness.
fruition. Yeah.
So that means what? Somebody had to speak about it in the Old Testament.
Mhm.
You know?
And that's crazy, because how can you not know who he was when you had scholars that showed you that they was prideful. You had scholars that knew the Old Testament, and they kind of knew who he was, but you know what? That pride, they didn't want to give up those seats. They didn't want it. They wasn't ready for the Messiah to come.
Just like now.
Just like now.
They don't want the prophets. They think we some crazy niggas.
We never been to a seminary school. We never did the due credit that that society says that you have to do to be an ordained minister. We didn't go through that. So here these ministers and these church pastors. Who is he? What did TD Face call us? Potato chip babies. Potato chip babies or whatever. Come out there, ain't gonna let no potato chip baby, because we're not the norm. But Yahushua never uses the norm. He's always used. Man, we was just listening to King David. We was just listening to that today. He was when the Philistine quote that. How you quote that?
Oh, you talking about that? Oh yeah, King David said this. Who was this uncircumcised heathen Philistine?
Right.
But even King David when he
when they was quoting David, this little young.
you talking about no Samuel said that because King David wanted to go up and fight against Goliath,
right?
But Samuel was like, oh, you're of a man but of youth, and this is a man of war of the youth. Basically saying you're just too young.
Yeah.
He was doing this when he was your age.
Yeah.
Just imagine, a little 6-year-old saying, he's like, I'll drive for you.
Basically, what can you do?
Right.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
what can you do? You're nothing but a young man, and this man is a man of war since he was a young man.
Yeah. And that's why them pastors
Yeah.
look at us. They look at us like, man,
Yep.
y'all ain't did nothing. Y'all ain't been. I've been teaching in this church for such and that. Well, guess what? That's what makes you a false prophet, because you up in a church.
Yep.
First of all.
Oh, you can't take reproof.
Second, that's another thing. Whoever reproves you? No one. Because those seminary schools, they teach you a certain way. And they want you to get it that way. And that's the way you have to teach.
I got something.
Alright, go ahead.
This is
I was gonna say he never finished.
You wanna finish that?
I'm still holding. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is James chapter 2 verse 2. It says, "For if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come
I just said it. You know what I'm saying? And all I've been to a lot of churches, bro. All churches adhere to that. You walk in, bro, and you're a visitor, bro, and I don't care where you sit, they'll tell you, hey, brother, hey, we got a new visitor. Come on in, give your testimony. Come on up front. You know what I'm saying? But let somebody from off the street come in there. They'll have them ushers, they usher them straight to the kitchen, give them some food, and pass his ass out the back door. Go ahead.
It says, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou there and sit. It says, or sit here under the footstool. Are ye not the peril in themselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not Yahweh chose the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised unto them that love him? But ye have despised the poor. It's like it says, but ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat? You know, and that's basically
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Lord, hey, I get the precept. I let the scripture speak for myself. I had to break it down. Could you finish that James part? Because I want you to save that, because that was a very good.
This is actually what I want. I want to when they where they go into it's another scripture just like this, but they go more into it.
That's a very wonderful scripture, bro.
Okay, what's that? 16.
James 2:2.
Oh, James. Okay, so
it talks about when they agree.
No, John. No, only First
I think that's an
John.
apocrypha.
Yeah.
You said you got what?
I still got that James because you said you wanted me to hold it, but there's another one where they said they agree with him sayings, and if a poor man talks, they always disagree with him.
What'd you just get?
This was James.
James
2.
2:2.
2 and 2, yeah.
All right, you can finish that part.
You said that was
write that
where?
down.
You said that was where?
I don't know where it was. I was wanting to write that down.
Must maybe be Sirach. I think it's Sirach.
Okay, and this is verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life,
All that's in the churches.
is not of the Father,
Yep.
but is of the world.
Of the world.
He said, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the power abideth forever.
Forever. All right, and that's all I wanted.
That's right.
What's the point? Because when you're ashamed of this world, you still got the love of the world on you. And when you discard Baba Kushak, could you get if you didn't have anything? Well, I get it. It's
Go ahead. Which one?
1 Peter's 4:4.
Okay.
1 Peter's 4:4. Because when you got this love of the world on you, man, the world will accept you.
That's right.
Because will not the world won't they love one of their own?
But the scripture says that love will matter of fact,
works no ill to the neighbor.
The world love its own.
Yeah, love what its own.
I attribute that to this guy that works with me. He speaks to everybody. He cool with everybody, white Edomites, but everybody. And me, I'm kind of cool with people that surround me. If you work with me, or say, I work in a certain room and Edomites in there, and I speak to people that work on my shift. But I'm just not like cool with everybody. He's just like cool with everybody there. And I was like, man, and they love him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because he's a black guy, you know what I'm saying, and all everybody like him. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's because he's friends of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not friends with everybody at that place. You know what I'm saying? And I make it known. Hey, look, you know, hey, how you doing? Whatever. You know, I just do what I'm there to do a job, do my job, and get my 12 hours over and get the hell up out of there. All right, this is 1 Peter 4:4. He said, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excesses of riot, speaking evil of you.
Yeah.
And they speak evil of you.
They when it says they, people in the world, man, when you go up, it says they think it's strange that you run not with them with the same access of riot. When it talks about they, it's the people of the world, man. They think it's strange that you keep the commandments of the Lord, that you don't eat. I had a guy at work, he let everybody in the break room try a piece of his steak, but his steak was rare. And if you know anything about steaks, a rare steak is seared on both sides and completely pink in the middle.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
All right, and that's what he said. He said it sears all the juices. I'm like, when you say juices, that means you mean blood, right? Yeah, it's all red meat, no matter how good it's cooked. And I was like, yeah, I like my meat brown. I like my red meat brown.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, well, it's all red meat. I was like, yeah, but I don't want my red meat red. You get what I'm saying? He was like, well, I understand. And he was like, well, just try a piece. Just try it. I was like, nah, I don't eat my meat like that, man. There's nothing against you or your cooking.
Right.
I just don't fuck with it.
Well,
you know.
And you know what? That's crazy because it's just the spirit. Because me and myself was just talking about.
Like the chefs don't call it blood. Chefs calls it like that's the
juices.
That's the no. They say it's something within the muscle fibers that sears.
Yeah.
Blood.
Yeah, blood, basically.
But
I'm like, I'm listening
like now
like
school they taught us you know, put your you touch your finger.
Yeah.
You touch this finger. That's medium rare. That's rare. It's medium rare. This is well done.
Well done.
Yeah, that muscle right there on your son. So well done is kind of tough. Okay. Now me and my son was just talking about this the other day. Before I was in the truth, I've ate a steak, medium rare. Okay. Don't get me wrong. It was good. Okay. But it has nothing to do with being good. When I came into this knowledge of the truth, and that's the only time I tasted, I just asked for a steak, and I didn't specify how, you know, and I went with whoever ordered theirs, so they thought we all wanted ours medium rare. It wasn't blood, but it was pink in the inside.
What you just said, you said I went with them, and I just got mine the same way they got theirs.
Well, yeah, I didn't specify where. I didn't know. I didn't know to say well done.
My point being, they think it's strange when you speak up.
Yeah,
I don't want mine like theirs.
Right.
What you trying to say? You trying to say you don't like our guys because of this and this and that? They feel some type of way about that because they think it's strange that you're not. Even if it's not according to the book, it's because you not like them, so they don't accept you. Right, and it's just as plain as that. You know,
and just the back on what you said.
Oh my Lord!
It's just the fact that
I got something to go.
So when I found out, when I came into the knowledge of the truth, but from when I got other steaks, I you know, because I don't eat blood, so I was like, look, man, you know, when I cut it and I ate it, I said, damn, man, you can cook this steak all the way. I said, oh no, that's medium rare. I was like, look, man, I went ahead and smashed it, but from now on out, I knew that I wanted my meat done. I don't want nothing pink. I don't want it pink. To me, that's raw. Okay, and then when I came into the truth, hey, I don't care how it tastes. Cook my shit well done. It's not lawful to eat meat like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't care. Even if it is very tasty, juicy,
or whatever.
Good. It can be all that. Guess what?
Yeah,
it's unlawful, so that's what it's seen. So that's what. Guess what? It's going on.
Yeah, that's what's going off, man.
We don't care if it's good.
Hey, I ate chitlins in the world.
Right.
Chitlins. I was eating pork. Shit was fire. It was good. I ate chitlins. Okay. When I came into the truth, and I found out that when I knew about the pig. And it's unlawful and how his body chemistry works. We're not supposed to be eating it, bro. I don't care how good it is. Rib tips was good when I ate them. I don't care about how good it is. It's lawful. You're not supposed to be eating it, man.
Yep.
It's unlawful. It's like right. It's unlawful. So therefore, that's what Jake. Oh well, you know I'm gonna eat rooted to the tutor. That's why Jake's suffering from all these fucking diseases, man.
But there's also discipline, man.
Discipline,
we understand. We understand the scriptures talks about discipline. It says she shall torment, which that she is talking about wisdom. She said, well, she shall torment torment him with with her discipline, man.
Right.
Which means what? You're gonna do something that you're not gonna always agree with.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the number one thing that you have to find out in this truth, man. There's gonna be things that you're not gonna agree with, or you're not gonna be 100% comfortable. But guess what? You got to do it because Scripture says what? Blessed is he who is not offended in me.
That's
man.
right.
You know.
And Jake, and that's hard for Jake, man. I didn't been to jobs. I mean, I was doing this catering. I was working for this catering place. I don't give a fuck what you. They told the guys, hey, listen, man, black shirt, black pants, white shirt. Okay, so because they trying to, because there was a couple of youngsters there, and they didn't want to tuck their pants in. What Jake do? Jake tucks his pants in. Black pants, white shirt, tucks his pants in. Why the dude sagging? But you see, his pants is tucked in, but he's still sagging. I said, what the fuck?
You see his ass.
You can't see his ass. He got a long shirt on. It's tucked in, but he's still sagging. I was like, damn, what the? And I know what Esau was trying to do. Esau was trying to have a uniform. He was trying to, and I'm like, damn, just for a dinner. I mean, just this your job. Jake just don't fucking have that discipline, man. You could tell Jake. I remember one guy said, look, man, the job said, look, man, wear a belt. Come to what Jake do? He's sagging with the belt on. Hey, he's still just defiant, man.
That goes into the sit down. The reason that goes into the sit down. The reason I made this lesson. It says daily edification. It says great millstone, the trash of the Israelite world. And these are the men that my father is describing. These are the men that are the trash of the Israelite world, man. These are those men, the ones that don't have manners.
Yeah. Having
manners in the truth, man, it makes you trash. Having a sense of elegance or a sense of class.
That's right.
All right.
It's said about us knowing these things. What manner of man should ye be?
Yeah.
What manner of man means you got to act accordingly to what you are, man.
Hey, I was walking in my job, man, and I was walking out of the break room, and I bought up some tissue, and I was waiting for my garbage can, and I threw it, and I shot it in like how Jake, trying to shoot it, and it missed, and I walked out, and I turned around and went back in there and picked it up and threw it in there, and people was like, just looking.
I thought for sure he was gonna leave it.
I'm like, I wasn't gonna, because something small like that, because man, bro, you threw it down there, now like the dude at your job, you saying, I work with cats, man, just straight niggas, man. Come in there, eat, leave crumbs and shit all over the table, leave the seat poured out. I'm just like, bro, if you approach a table, that's just I mean, man, it's just something to have discipline, man. You come sit down at the table, man, pull the seat out, man. If the spot is clean when you get there, man, leave it back like it was when you get there. I mean, it's just simple things, man. If you drink something, I mean, because that little bit goes a long way. Because if you clean up your spot there, guess what? When you go to a brother's house, man, you'll have that same etiquette. You go to someone else's house, you'll have that same etiquette. Don't have etiquette when it's just around your stuff.
And that's
give respect to what you should, man.
It's a reflection, man. It's a reflection of your character. That's why you want to have good manners. The name of the video wasn't that. The name of the video is daily edification, exhortation to good manners and discernment in the faith ministry. All right, because for instance, when I got an example. When I lived in Lafayette, I would take my shoes off upon entering someone's home, and they would have hardwood floors, they would have carpet. It didn't matter. Everybody could be wearing their shoes, and I would just take them off just because you're supposed to, in my eyes. Because growing up, I didn't want to dirty, even though the carpet could already be dirty. I didn't want to contribute to the dirt that was already there, so I would take my shoes off.
I don't know. I went to some people's houses and carpet dirty motherfucker. I was like, I don't want nothing to get on my socks.
And that's the thing, because I'm like, that's why I say.
But I mean, I would ask. I mean, you want to tell me if they say no, I go. But I understand. I understand your point, right?
It reflects on who you are as a person, because even if the carpet could be filthy, I would still take my shoes off.
Right.
And they'll be like, damn. And then they kind of actually like, damn, we got to vacuum. Because that, like I said, it's a reflection of your etiquette, man. It's like, your carpet could be filthy. And I still take my shoes off. I'm like, I don't want to contribute to the dirt that's already. I'd rather get my socks dirty. They're just some fucking socks. I got more. You know. And I actually have said that. I was like, you know, he was like, bro, you have to take your shoes off. I was like, you sure? I mean, because I don't really care. I don't
I can
mind.
change my socks. You can't change your car.
Exactly. You can't change your car. I can change my fucking socks. At least I got socks on. If it's my feet, then I might not take them off because I can't fucking change my feet. But what I'm saying is that I've actually had people like look at me and was like, man, look at you. You took your shoes off. Look at him. You ain't from here. Where you from? Like they asked me where I'm from.
That's right.
But I'm just saying like. But we show these things because we're not of this world, man, and because we have this knowledge. Did you have something?
I did.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 13, in verse 15. It says, "Every beast loveth its like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to the kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
Yep.
What fellowship have a wolf with a lamb? So the sinner with the godly." It says, what agreement is between the heifer and a dog, and what peace between a rich and a poor man? See, so basically what we were talking about is don't act like a nigga, because that's why we grieve when we just see a straight blown out nigga. You know, just like a full blown nigga. Well, I mean, we grieve. Me personally, I would rather be around Edomites than be around just a full blown nigga, man. I was around one of them at my orientation this week, man.
Yeah.
Just a nigga just on his phone listening to fucking just Facebook videos, and I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to watch the video for our job that you supposed to also be doing, right. And this nigga just, loud enough where you probably can hear it in the front row, like he was just a full blown nigga, It was no type of no sense of well, let me at least cut it down for other people that's trying to enjoy the that's what niggas mind state is, man. It's all about them. Oh well, I'm trying to enjoy my phone. I pay my bill. That's Jake one of the things. I pay my cell phone bill. I pay the bills in my. That's why Jake always trying to up one on one thing they do. Oh, well, I pay my cell phone bill. I get to listen. That's.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You said that because guess what? That is so annoying. That they actually got that attribute. They attribute that now as a. You ever walk to the cashier's line and they say they won't serve you if you on your phone.
Yeah, I seen that. They
actually made that because people would be so disrespectful, be in line, and the lady trying to ring you up, and you all on the body. Heard nigga women, oh girl, laughing and shit, and you sit in line. He's like, bitch, pay attention. You can't do it.
And then she get mad at the one chick because she asking her 1,000 questions. Like, hold on, girl, hold on. What do you want again? Like, you check it out, and you getting annoyed with me because I'm asking you how many niggas, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, what did you say if you was in orientation about the chick? Y'all trying to listen to the chick back cracking jokes.
She back there cracking just.
Jake is
folly, man.
Jake is folly, man.
Folly out, bro.
Yeah. Verse 19, it says, as the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness. Yes. So the rich eat up the poor. As the proud hate humility, so hath the rich abhorred the poor. See, pride people hate humility, man. Matter of fact, I had a lady, because I told her that I basically was telling her, I'm no different. I put on my pants like every other man in this world, man. I'm just telling her I'm nobody special. She said, oh yeah, you have a self-esteem problem. I'm like, how do I have a self-esteem problem? Like, I have a self-esteem problem basically saying I'm no different from nobody else. Like, basically, if you don't have no sense of pride, if you don't have,
you don't think you're better than everyone else.
There's something wrong with you. Right, that's what, but scripture says it, man. It says what? The pride hate humility, man. That's why it says what? And matter of fact, just imagine the geek in school. The bully always bullying the geek, and the geek just sits there not paying attention, and that makes the bully even more mad. That's that sense of pride, because the bully wants to get an aroused, he wants to get a reaction. But once he doesn't get that reaction, he hates that, because the humble route is always the best route. It says a rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, and this goes right back and tied to the lesson. It says a rich man is beginning to fall and is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrusted away by his friends. All right, so the poor man and rich man, you can attribute this to Esau, but really the rich man is everybody in this world, man, and the poor is the people of this truth. All right, because the nigga could be selling dope. Could be fucking them to every nigga baby mama and mama in the fucking whole apartment building, the whole neighborhood. Everybody would still abhor him. He could come around with bangs, give the kids money for candy and drugs, put your son on, but yet he would still be abhorred and he would still be uplifted in his whole entire community. And when he died, he got a million motherfuckers at his end. But yet, we here on street corners every single day telling you people you need to get it right, you need to come back to the Lord. Oh, are we telling like a woman be like, yeah, I cheated on my husband. And I mean, I'm still talking to the dude, but what do you think? I was like, you should stop talking to that nigga and get back to your husband. See, you so up there. See, we looking at down upon because we're actually revealing the evil thoughts of people's mind, man. All right, but we're looked at as the bad guy.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Cause we actually went out to a bar one time. Me and brother Kaya and Jamash, and we went out to one, and brother Kaya was talking to a chick, and we just straight up asked her, "Hey, you got a man?" And she's like, "Nah, he won't leave." We like, "What?" You know. And before we left, man, I told her, we seen her friend, and we was like, "Look, you need to go back home with your husband." You know, and she looked down, bro, and we was like, "You out here trying to be like them?" I said, and I just straight off the back, I said, "They dragged you out tonight, didn't they?" And she looked at me like, "Damn." I was like, "Yeah." I said,
surely this man has been a prophet.
You said you need to get back. You need to go back to your man. I said, "Quit trying to leave him." I said, "You gonna find out that you need him."
Yep.
And I said, "Quit trying to run around like he look." I said, "We said, look at your girls. Look at them. All of them was little sluts." She was the only one dressed. Because she was standing there waiting for her order. So Kaya, you know, the brother was jovial, and he was, you know, getting right in. We just spirit got jumped over. It was like, "Man, you know, where your husband at? Where your man? He won't leave." We like, "He won't leave. What are you trying?" He's like, "Sister, look." And before the night was out, when she got her order, she came over there and tapped the table and told us thank you. For real, bro. She just came over there and said,
That reminds me of that story when
you know,
like, that has had 5 husbands.
Yeah,
So, like,
that's
surely
right.
this man is a prophet.
That's right,
you
man.
know?
Yeah. Because hey man, we don't even, bro, me and you we went to the titty bar one night, man. We couldn't even enjoy ourselves, man. We up there, yeah, we conversate with the chicks and they, "Oh, you got a man." We like, "Whoa, what?
You got a man.
You gotta, wait, what you doing in here? How you,
He knows. You know,
he knows. We like, all right,
don't
you
matter.
know, and we ain't tip nobody. They was hot at us. We left. Then the old bitch come over there. What you call it, dry milk titties?
Oh my
She
God.
came over there and was like, "Hey, we gotta hurry up and go to the back because he gotta go to work." I said, "I know we gotta go to work. That's my son." You didn't tell me that. We're like, "What he gotta tell you that for, bitch? Look, bye. We out of here."
God, this is
Go ahead.
Amos chapter 5, verse 10. They hate him that rebuke in the gate.
That's right.
They
And that's why we
abhor.
reject it, man.
That's
Yeah.
why we reject it.
Yeah, because we're telling the truth, man. Nobody, if your breath stink and you know your breath stink, but you still go out anyways, and the motherfucker like, "Damn, nigga, your breath stink."
Right.
You gonna get mad at him because he telling you, and you the thing about it is you know it.
Pride,
You
man.
know it, man. You literally said to yourself like, "Damn, my breath stink," but shit, they outside. Let me go ahead and go in. You get in the car. "What's up, man?" "Damn, nigga, your breath stink." Just because he said it, right? I mean, he could have been a little bit more, you know, sensitive, like, you know, got pulled you to the side, like. But by him saying it and you knowing it,
That's
just be
right.
like, "Damn, man, you right. Let me go. Can I run back here and go do it?" But you be like, "Damn, nigga, hold on, wait a minute. You ain't finna come to me in my life like that." Like you get more offended,
Yeah.
than gratification, because what if he let you go around for some females that y'all was finna meet, or let's say you ran into a female, but even the whole entire thing, no matter what y'all was finna do, you got heated at the whole entire situation because a person called you out on a thing that you properly knew, you know. So if a woman is like, "Oh yeah, I have a man, but I kind of mess around with her," and I was like, "Well, yeah, your Lord gonna destroy you for that, and if you don't get that shit together, he gonna, you a slut."
Yeah.
And she'll get mad, more mad at us.
Let me get this real quick.
Go ahead.
Hold on, that's beautiful. You said that because guess what? When we was younger at school, when we would get ready to go to a dance, we had a little thing, our little clique. We like breath check. She's like, "Man, smell my breath. My breath cool." And brothers had gum and mint, whatever. Some boys wouldn't let you go out half cocked like that.
Because that's
man.
love.
Because that's love, man. We all like that, man. We gonna get us some hoes. Your boy ain't gonna let you go talk to a female with your.
Because that's
This
love.
shit ain't right, man.
That's the scripture.
You know?
That's what the scriptures that's what the scriptures define as love, man.
That's right.
I'm not finna let you go out with if you're not up to my standards.
Yeah.
We all got the same standard.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right.
And if you think any otherwise, man, that's being emotional, man.
That's
and
right.
being emotional is what stirred up. Women's
Yeah,
go off
'cause-
emotion.
Because a brother would have came to me like that, "Oh man, your breath stink." I'm like, "Oh, she do it? Oh man, thanks, man.
Right,
Hey man,
instead
come on,
of
run me to the
feeling
store."
embarrassed.
Or I'll be back. I'm gonna run to the store. And you go, That's how you should. That's how you should take
Right.
it. But a nigga be like, oh, nigga, you trying to job? No,
Right.
nigga, your breath really stink.
Right.
I
Now
ain't
watch
trying
out for
to
the
cut.
watch out for the niggas when he wait till you get around the women and be like, hey,
Yeah.
don't his breath stink. Now that is a nigga.
Yeah,
now.
that's a nigga.
You
Yeah,
gotta watch out for that.
or go behind your back, let you
Yeah.
go talk and say, baby,
Yep.
that nigga breath stink like that. And she gonna be like, oh yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
do it. That's a nigga.
Scriptures
man.
talks about them too. Go ahead, Shmuel.
Yeah, go ahead.
John 3:20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, the light of the knowledge.
Mhm.
It says neither cometh to the light. It says the light, but neither cometh to the light, which is the knowledge. So everyone that do evil hateth the light, neither come to the light,
Mhm.
lest his deeds be reproved.
Yeah,
Because they hate the knowledge because their deeds being reproved.
Yeah.
Nobody want to be called out on their bullshit.
right.
You know.
But guess
'cause
what? It's just a hard it's just a hard pill you gotta swallow coming into this truth.
That's,
Go
that's the
ahead.
reason why. That's the reason they don't want to. That's the reason they don't want their deeds to be reproved. Because
Mhm.
pride, the more pride you got, the harder it is to go for. The harder it is for you to correct your bullshit.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's like, I mean, yes, it is because you gotta. I mean, especially the older you get into this thing, the older you are, the more difficult it is because you gotta like, damn, I was for 25 years, for 30 years, 40 years, however old you are, you just gotta thought, damn, I was taught. Just imagine you've been living on this earth for 40 years, and then just for some young men around the 20s, 30s, maybe even teens, to tell you that no, what you thought about this world is nothing. What you thought, everything you've been living, you're living your life as a lie. You gotta actually humble and submit yourself up under these youngsters,
And
Yeah.
be
you
reborn.
know, and
Yeah.
be reborn,
Yeah.
and just have to actually have your whole entire mind washed of all the stuff that you've been taught ever since you was a child.
Yeah.
You know, that actually is a hard pill to swallow. Looking at it as someone that doesn't know the things that we know, that's actually a very hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
But that's why the scripture says, "What she shall walk with him straight
Dry places.
No. She shall walk with him in crooked ways.
Crooked ways.
You know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
because
That's
you're
a
still
milestone of trial.
because
Right.
you're still transitioning because you just you gotta think a 40-year-old they kind of. I mean, the more older you get, the more proud you get. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I wasn't in the truth, I would look at a teen. I would look at a 20-year-old like, nigga, you 20. I'm
Yeah.
23, man.
But
Come on,
and
man.
the scriptures speak about that because
Right.
the older man. Remember we was at camp one time and the older man said, "What you know? What you know,
Right.
youngster?
Look at your shoes.
Look at
Yeah,
everybody's shoes.
yeah.
Just about
a
shoes.
nigga,
Right. I look
man.
down like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah, because hey man, because scripture says something like what man? Corrupt communication corrupts. What? Get that.
You know something?
I think it's is it Psalms? Corrupt communication corrupt good manners. Evil communication corrupt good manners. I think that's it might be Ephesians. Corinthians. Evil communication corrupt good manners. Because a old man will be old and he'll be telling you things that his experiences. We're coming out of the scriptures. Okay, that trumps everything, and that's another thing. People really don't believe the scriptures, man. We've actually heard people say, "Hey man, no, hey, close that. No, I want to hear your opinion." Wait a minute, what, bro? We're not up here giving our
1
opinions.
Corinthians 15:33.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says, "Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners."
Evil communication corrupt good manners. These older cats. I've actually had an older cat man come talk. I mean, it's just communication was totally wicked. Actually told us don't read out of the Bible. You know, but no, I want to hear your opinion, youngster. You a youngster. No, bro. We're not men out here speaking out our own heart. We're speaking, thus saith the word.
Yeah, fuck what we say.
Yeah, fuck what we say or what we believe, man. You know, it's like, no, I want to hear your opinion. No, man, fuck my opinion.
People
man.
say that because men are fallible.
Yeah.
You can take what I say and twist it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm
It has no weight to it.
Yeah, that's right. No validity.
That too. But what we say, we can say things that we don't mean.
Yeah.
Or I didn't mean to say that. Okay. Lost. Because we say things that's lost in translation. When we say gay, all right, they may perceive in his mind as something. Oh, you
Yeah.
can't say that, so because we can keep
Yeah.
arguing.
Yeah.
But the
That's
scriptures cut dead end.
Dead end,
No,
yeah.
no leeway.
That's right.
They don't want
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Like I
Right.
said, every woman wants the last word because
That's
they
right.
want to be heard.
That's right.
The scriptures
That's right.
don't leave room for you to be heard.
For you to be heard.
And that's
That's
why
right.
they want to hear
That's
your
right.
opinion
That's
because
right.
you are corruptible.
That's why the scripture has nothing to do. This truth has nothing to do with the woman.
But
A
that's
woman,
right.
a woman doesn't benefit nor what's the opposite of benefit?
Not benefit or
Hinder. I'm gonna just use hinder.
Right.
Or hinder
Right.
this truth.
Right.
All right. If you want your woman to know that you're an Israelite to do all the things, that's cool. It's not gonna benefit it no reason.
No more,
but
no
it also
more,
is
no
not gonna
less.
hinder it. Even if that's why me personally, I just leave it as a hey. My name is Travion to you.
Yeah.
You can call me Gabari if you want to, but just deal with me according to
Yeah,
set.
true,
all
yeah,
right?
yeah. Just call me my name.
Just
you
call
know,
me my
don't
name.
worry about it.
You know, don't. I mean, hey. You know.
If she trying to be spiritual, man, hey.
That can benefit-
Don't
that can
worry
benefit-
about it. Don't worry about it, baby. I pray for
They
her.
can
I pray
benefit.
for you.
They can benefit you personally, but
Yeah.
that's for the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, as a matter of fact, hey, man, let Yahweh Shah deal, man.
Yeah,
if you
absolutely.
dealing, man, let Yahweh Shah deal. Because his brothers, man, this thing, he's got wives, man. Wives
Yeah.
have dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, let your wife
Of course.
come to you. Baby, I had a dream last night on something. Because if she's your woman, she's gonna come across a video or something,
Yeah.
and let her tell you her dream. Let you interpret it.
Then you make
let
it sit
let
down
her
about
see the most. Hey, damn, that's some church shit. Let her see the Lord. Let her see Yahweh Shah in you.
Mhm.
Once when Yahweh Shah deal with her and he dealing with you, bro, she's eventually gonna see it. You know, but she's a nigga one, but don't be trying to teach him, man. All right, you go ahead, son. You go ahead.
All right, with that, hope this is an edifying lesson. All right, shalom to the elect, giving all praise, glory, and honor to you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
All right, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to every brother preaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in our hearts for the love of the gospel. Shalom.
Shalom.